Well, it starts with the characters, great characters. These and they really are actors first before comedians, and so they have a gift for comedy, and I think at some point drama as well. So they had great characters written for them, and I think we created this community of really fine actors who really found a camaraderie and chemistry together, including Peter Dinklage and Michelle Monaghan. And it comes from a real place in this movie, so everyone gives a very comedic but very real performance. Well, I mean, for me, the nostalgia factor of this film is the opportunity to be able to recreate that feeling we had in the 80s when you'd go see films like Back to the Future or the Goonies. And those movies haven't been made in a while, but because I was involved in some of them, it enabled me to go back and try to recreate that feeling of being in a theater in 1985. That meant also having a 2015 sensibility in terms of the action sequences, so they were big and powerful for an action audience, and the comedy needed to be more sophisticated. So for me, it's just creating that feeling that we had seeing those movies in the 80s. And yeah, we're involved in, I mean, I think if a movie's been done great once, there's no reason to go back and reinvent it. But at the same time, if something like Gremlins or Goonies if somebody's gonna remake it, I should stay involved to protect what initially existed. Well, they're going, we are trying to develop them and doing, a good job and trying to move them forward. But we're all very, very aware that these are precious, precious films to a lot of people, so we don't want to let anyone down. I'd like to go back to the universe, but what attracted me to Harry Potter were the characters. Harry, Hermione, Ron, Dumbledore, McGonagall, Hagrid. I'm interested in going back to that. So if, the seventh book ended, Harry was 17 or 18, and then we jumped all the way to he was 35. So we don't know what happened in those years. There's a wealth of material that could have happened. It's up to Jo Rowling to write those books if she wants to. But if she did, and they were meant to make a movie, I'd be back in a second.